Do not pay off your mortgage. Before you make that extra mortgage payment, you need to see this calculation. What I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about debt forever. Most people believe paying off their mortgage early is smart money management. But here's what nobody tells you. The bank actually wants you to believe this myth. And I'm now going to share exactly why using real numbers that might actually shock you. But first, this isn't financial advice. I'm sharing educational concepts that you should discuss with qualified professionals. What I'm actually sharing is the mathematical reality most people never calculate. I'm going to break down 3 mathematical realities about mortgages that completely flip the conventional wisdom. The third one, well, that's the most powerful. It's how wealthy people think about debt, and it's completely different to everyone else. But to understand why this matters, you need to start with something most people get wrong. Let's say you have an extra £500 a month and you're thinking about putting that towards your mortgage to pay it off faster. Sounds reasonable, right? Here's the calculation that nobody shows you. Scenario A. Extra mortgage payments. Your current mortgage rate is around 4 or 5%. So if you have that £500 a month for 12 months, that's £6,000 a year you can put on your mortgage. The return? Well, that's just the equivalent of your mortgage rate. So that's either between 4 or 5% depending on what your mortgage rate is. Scenario B, we actually get the money working better in a diversified investment. You invest that same £6,000. The potential growth over the next 20 years is significantly higher. At 7% compound interest, that £6,000 would be worth £278,000 in 20 years. And at 10%, it'd be worth £400,000. You're not going to build that level of wealth by paying off your home. That's called opportunity cost. Every pound you put towards extra mortgage payments is a pound you cannot grow in other investments. But here's where it gets really interesting and what people really need to understand. Your house equity is basically trapped money. You can't spend your kitchen. You can't invest your bathroom. When you pay off your mortgage early, you're converting your liquid cash, this cash you can spend, into illiquid home equity. Imagine you lose your job tomorrow and you have £200,000 in home equity, but £500 in your bank. Your equity's not going to pay your bills. It can't buy groceries. It's essentially useless until you sell. Or you could remortgage, but they're probably not going to give you a remortgage if you've lost your job, are they? Versus having £50,000 in an accessible investment account that you could liquidate if needed. Wealthy people understand this principle. Liquidity equals opportunity. And here's something else to think about. Your mortgage is a fixed amount of money that you owe, but money itself becomes less valuable over time due to inflation. A simple example of this would be if you owe £200,000 today and inflation averages 3% every year, that debt becomes easy to pay off over time as your income hopefully increases with inflation. But your mortgage payment stays the same. Think about your parents or your grandparents. What seemed like a huge mortgage payment 20 years ago probably feels very manageable with today's income levels. You've been told that debt is always bad, that paying it off faster will always be better, that being debt-free equals financial freedom. What if financial freedom isn't about having no debt? What if it's about having debt that pays for itself? You want security? You want options? You want to know if something happens, you'll be okay. The question is, does tying all your money up in home equity actually give you more security or less? Here's what the maths actually show. A balanced approach might look like this. Maintain your regular mortgage payments. Then build up a robust emergency fund of, say, 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Then invest consistently in diversified portfolios. Consider your total financial picture, not just your mortgage. The goal isn't to never pay off your mortgage. The goal is to optimize your entire financial strategy. Now, this is educational content. Your personal situation is unique, and do not blindly listen to somebody randomly on the internet. Factors like your age, income stability, risk tolerance, local market conditions, it all matters. And before you make any financial decisions, you should always consult a qualified financial advisor who can analyze your specific circumstances. So what's the real takeaway from this? Well, it's this. Question conventional wisdom. Run the numbers Consider your options. What matters most is making informed decisions based on your goals, not just following the rules that might not fit for your situation. If this has started to change how you think about debt and investing, let me know in the comments. And if you want more content that challenges financial conventional wisdom, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to know what I'd do with that extra money that you save by not paying off that mortgage early, stay with me as I'm about to tell you what I'd do and how you can do the same. Take that same £500 you've got by not paying off your mortgage and split it like this. £100 goes towards building an emergency fund. Put the rest into a cash ISA and do that every month until your emergency fund buffer hits between 3 and 6 months worth of expenses. Then put £400 towards your education. Learn how to invest in property. Learn how to raise money. Learn how to do creative deals. Learn how to get your money back out of each deal and recycle it time and time again to build real wealth. If you want to learn how to make, manage and multiply your money through property, I recommend you join us at Property School. Property School is our online global platform where we teach you everything that you need to know to get into property investing. We've got hundreds of hours of courses, resources and masterclasses to help you master property investment and to achieve financial freedom through property. It's really easy to join. All you've got to do is go and type into any browser property.school/go. Type that into any browser, property.school/go, and you can get full access for less than 50p a day. And think of that this way. You can get full access to all the content that could change your financial future forever for less than 1 coffee per week. Plus, you can cancel anytime. There's no ongoing contracts. We've got hundreds of hours of courses, masterclasses and resources, and they're available immediately, taught by the UK's top property investors and trainers, people doing what they teach, and they've built multi-million-pound portfolios. So go type that into any browser right now, property.school/go. Go and click join. And when you've done that, come back to this video, leave me a comment, let me know you're in, and I'll see you inside.